play for you. I'm going to start off with the kicks. The snare kind of starts off the track with the falling star. So I'm just going to start off. Normally I start off with the kicks, but I'm going to show you how they all come together. This being the kicks, this being the snare, and we have our falling star. Now I'm just going to bring the hi-hats in. Basic hi-hats, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So nothing too complicated. And I have some other hats. And if you have your headphones on, you can hear those on the right side. And those are these right here. Just to put some excitement in there. This is a swish cymbal. So that just swishes through the track. And then this other cymbal right here, I'm just going to roll it back a little bit. So that's that, just your traditional 808 crash cymbal. And I have some congas right at the start of the track. I'm just going to start it back up, and I'm going to solo it here. So it just puts a bounce, you know, a little extra rhythm to the track. And I have these stomps. I just like the effect that it puts. Listen. So it had a oomph to it that I found really exciting. And as far as the drums, I think this is it pretty much. At the end right here, towards the end of the track, you have these hats that come in. I think there's an 808 right here, so you can see that 808 drop right here. Yeah. I'll explain what that does later on. So I'm just gonna start the song from the top. And the piano actually brings the song in. So I'm going to play the piano. So let me break down the pianos for y'all. So I'm going to just... Now, so I'm going to play each piano at a time, starting with the one that brings it in. It's actually pretty lonely by itself. Listen to this. That's the main piano. Now what I did was to separate the bass from it so that I can control that differently. So when they play together, listen how it sounds. That's the bass by itself. So playing that together, you have that sound, and the piano comes back in right here. So this is really just a copy of the top. So this one right here, same thing that's up here. Now I have these pianos. If you listen closely, you'll hear it. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and play it by itself. Listen to this. So that just brings don't ask me why, but that's just how sometimes when you're looking for a certain effect, you you get creative. So this piano puts the actual piano right here puts movement on the track. So it just puts that pressure. At the end of the piano loop right here, I change the melody up a little bit. And that's just because the song is transitioning. Okay, so that takes care of the piano. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unsolo that and solo out the pianos and solo out the drums. And I have a really nice bass. Now what I did, I had exported the bass out into its own track. So here it is. Now I have some leads, and this is this lead is really simple. So I'm gonna solo it so you can enjoy it by itself. This is what it sounds like. Now with the piano, listen to that. And I have this 8 Wonder. And that just creates movement, right? It just kind of puts you in a... So there was a reason for throwing that in there. And with the bass. Okay, vocals. So I'm just gonna let you appreciate the vocals, his rap vocals by themselves. So here it is.
One person you should know is God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Ghost. With them in our lives, we can only grow, we can only thrive.
So with the
Even when we
pianos.
die, know he's on your side, homie, please believe that. Kneel and pray, man, he'll give you feedback. Open up to his grace and glee, man, then jump up for joy, baby, flex those kneecaps.
With the
know that God's the very same guy yesterday, today, and forever. Now you know that
I'm
with
just gonna bring the
him in
kicks
our
in.
lives, we can only do better, only be stronger, embrace his light, either now or never. He's in our lives, he said he's the way, man, why would he lie? Give him a try, baby,
All
wipe
drums.
your eyes, just know that the very thought about Christ delights me. The very thought about heaven excites me. He died for us, tell me that's not pricey. Me failing with him in my life unlikely. Please do the right.
Okay, right here. I'm just gonna. There's a vocal that played, and we don't want to take it for granted. This vocal
Kneel
right
and pray,
here.
man, he'll give you feedback. Open up to his grace and glee, man, then jump up for joy, baby, flex those kneecaps. Know that God.
That's Nwani saying, "Help me," and then Bianca says, "You know me."
God's the very
That comes
same
later
God
on.
yesterday, today, and forever. Now you know that with him in our lives, we can only do better, only be stronger, embrace his light, either now or never. He's in our lives. He said he's the way,
Right here.
man. Why would he lie? Give him a try. Baby, wipe your eyes. Just know that the very thought about Christ delights me. The very thought about heaven excites me. He died for.
Now, I'm gonna start the song from the top, and I have my hooks in there that come in there. Will be no me. That's right here. Now, originally, this was a recording of about 16 different vocals, but to not put so much pressure on my processor at the time, I bounced all 16 vocals into one track. That's why it just says hooks, but the reality is in the original recording, it's a lot of vocals. So I'm just gonna play from the top. So
There will be no me without you.
I know that's me singing.
There will be no me without you. You came and died for me.
So what happens later on in the track when after the first rap verse,
Enemies and rivals, be God's disciples, leave all idols. Do not.
you'll notice right here it says no me hooks and it has Bianca. So I doubled up my hooks and Bianca
Do
hooks.
not
So it
be
sounds like
prideful,
this.
nor should you be spiteful. Let your energy rise and put your hands to the sky. Cause
There will be no me without you.
Because I wanted it to sound like,
There will be no
more people join me to sing the song.
without you. There will be no came and died.
Now, you can see right here, there are some ad-libs from Bianca. Right here, I'm just going to play it
No me.
right there.
So know me.
Be no me without you.
There will be no
Came and died for me. Cross of Calvary.
Now, when the second verse comes in, I did some breakdowns, which I'll try to explain.
There will be no
Now, right here, you'll hear Bianca say, "Know me without you." I wanted that to sound like it kind of came from the left side to the right side and went back. So that's this just coming right here. Bianca could sing.
discipline. Another thing that the Bible
So
taught
this is
me.
the breakdown I was telling you
One thing
about.
the Bible taught me is to stay disciplined.
Now, I'm gonna show you what I did here. I brought a string guitar because I wanted it. I just felt like I wanted your attention as a listener at that moment when he comes in. So check this out. You notice it's a different. I'm gonna play it with the other sound so you could just appreciate how it's different from the rest of them.
If it's one thing the Bible taught me is to stay disciplined. Another thing that the Bible taught me is to stay humble, but to also be diligent. I used to thrive off ignorance.
And then some strings come in. The strings come in right over here. They're actually a string ensemble, so I'm gonna solo that so you can hear it.
I made me gracious, and that's not a declaration, but it's a statement.
Now, there's a little drama that goes on. First of all, you have some automated shakers that come in and the reverb on the snare. So the regular snare on the track is really sounds like this. Now pay attention to the one that comes in right here. So playing that along with the rest of the sounds, this is what it sounds like.
Made me gracious, and that's not a declaration, but it's a statement. Every day I give him conversation, and when he talks, I feel such a sensation. And when the Lord our God gives me strength, yo, I'm never complacent, because I know that this.
Now, there are some string instruments, which I call basses and cellos, and by itself, listen to how this sounds by itself right here. So there's a muted bass that comes in and follows the strings, but I have a discontinued note on purpose. So the bass follows the note, but the strings stop, and that's to create this effect right here.
With no hesitation, Christ will bless you and heal all situations. Add God to your life and soul, he's the best inspiration. Utilize your strength and don't seek temptation. Also pray for those people who...
So there is a breakdown in the song, and I've the feedback that I've gotten from people, this is the part that they really, really like a lot. When Bianca comes in and says, "No me without you," that was fun. And
who need medication,
comes in
God fearing good Christian.
Okay, this is it right here. Bianca, I think she probably recorded 20-something tracks. That was pretty cool. Now, if you remember earlier, I told you that the new hats that I brought in, that remember at the start of this, I said, hey, I'll explain what that is. This is where it comes in. Now, another thing that I did that I really liked, I played the bass line of this to match what Bianca was singing. So pay attention to how that works together. And I'm going to play the piano so it sounds a little bit musical. Maybe without the piano so you can appreciate it.
Without you, Lord. Without you, Lord.
Okay, now the last part of the song, there's a really solid guitar performance by Chris Halo. He played 3 guitars, and I kind of took the bits and pieces of all of them, and this is what it sounds like.
Please help me to walk within your.
Just beautiful music, y'all. Some strings right here. Now, the reason I turned on the automation, I wanted you to see how I faded the volume on guitar solo 1, so I can turn the volume up on this one, which I liked on guitar solo 2 better. Now, if I muted this one and I turn this one up, this is what the guitar solo 1. So this one just had more. So that's behind the scenes for Know Me. One of my favorite songs. I spent so much time mixing the song because I wanted it to sound right for y'all. I wanted you to really get into what I had in my mind musically, and I want to give a special shout out to my sister. She actually came up with this hook. She sent me a recording in, and what we used to do, she would send me a recording and say, hey, I got a song, and I would listen to it and make a beat off of it. And when she sent me this one, I noticed she was just singing, and all of a sudden there was a part she says, "There will be no me." She kept going, and I just took that part and kind of wrote around it, and that's what gave birth to the hook. Shout out to Chris Nwani, shout out to Bianca, Chris Halo. Without them, this song wouldn't have it wouldn't be what it is, because they each brought their individual talents to make one of my favorite songs. It doesn't get the play that it deserves because I think it's more of like it's for a mature and older listener than the newer generation of listeners we got out there. But thank you for listening, and if you like this video, please share it. My goal is to take you all behind the scenes of music, how we go into the details and all the little, clicks and bits that we have going on the record. Most people don't get a chance to see that, so I thought it would be a privilege to be the one to bring that to y'all. Peace out.